planning my streams, right? Everyone knows that. This is 2024. Ooh. It's Halloween. Let's do a more Halloween-esque one. This one was done by Dodo King DeLuke. And this one was a part of the art contest. I think it's got like 2nd place.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
That is literally how I run all of my streams. There we go. T and server icon. It is. I love that tiny little goat mane. You should go check the Klidge Discord server. You should do that. This is a quite literal I have two sides moment. Okay.
People mad. Power scaling is shipping for Dude Brothers.
Oh hell yeah. And you know who I'm shipping?
Husband, I am behind the rat.
Oh, you are. Sorry, Tammy. Thank you for informing me about that, but it is kind of funny to think that she's trying to push Daikoku-ten out of the way to speak. Ironic, given what's going to happen to Tammy here in the future. Yeah, so Dodo King DeLuke on the right, Nino on the left. And Richard takes this dub. Okay, we have a... Okay, well...
Hu Yanzhou.
Immediately a difficult matchup. Now, in terms of lore... I think Takeru is stronger. Theseus is not a weakling by any stretch of the imagination. I just think that Takeru has in a one-on-one fight between these two has a much better chance. The yarn ball or the way that's putting Theseus down a little too much. The dude, he is one of the most renowned Greek heroes. That's not a small feat to have. But I think Weber kind of takes it. This one's weird. This one's kind of weird. Baby Ku versus the Shinsengumi. Yeah, this is Setanta. You know what I'm realizing I should have done instead of what I'm doing with this art? Sorry, I'm like sabotaging everything because I am... You know what I can just do instead? There we go. That way this is much more visible on the screen instead of like in a tiny narrow little corner. This makes much more sense to do it this way. Sorry, I should have thought of that before, but I'm very stupid. Setanta wins? I don't know if he does.
Counterpoint. Theseus has second MP he used in the event.
Theseus is like, don't get me wrong. Theseus is... Shit. Theseus is no, like, small contender. But I think, knowing Takeru, I think Takeru's got it. I don't know the other guy. Keisuke's the Shinsengumi member. He was a Shinsengumi captain. Setanta is a half god? Yeah. He's got that divine... Gareth, I love you so much. I don't think that you're catching this. Roland... Yeah, Roland's kind of good. Well, bye, Trunk Sisters. Okay. This is difficult. So this is...
Didn't we see this fight or something like that?
No. So, okay. Here's the thing. Muramasa has a nuke. The Muramasa that most people are familiar with is the alter ego Muramasa, which is not the Muramasa that is in Chaldea. We have Saber Muramasa, and we're dealing with Saber Muramasa in this case. Alter ego Muramasa is significantly... I would say alter ego Muramasa kind of... I'm not going to say no diffs Barghest, but definitely has the advantage.
Klij doing his best to not be biased.
I'm trying not to be biased, which is why I'm saying if this was straight up alter ego, what's his fuck? Muramasa, he wins. I'm pretty sure he wins. It's the fact that we're dealing with the Saber one that makes me hesitate a little bit. It's not just the Barghest bias, there's an actual like level of critical thinking going into this. And also a Barghest bias. He has the nuke, but he dies if he uses it. Is this a Muramasa? No, this is not a pseudo-servant. From my understanding, the Muramasa that we summon is not a pseudo-servant. I think Barghest beats Saber Muramasa. I think Barghest does beat Saber Muramasa. But it's not... It's a pretty close fight. Barghest, in terms of lore, is built fucking different. I'm going Barghest. If they die but they kill the person in the process, that there is a tie option. Yeah, this is unfortunately for Karna Lily here. This is an Ibuki sweet. Ooh, I want to see this fight. I would pay. This is pay-per-view right here, baby. I would watch this fight all day. Are you kidding me? I would pay to see this showdown. I mean, I'm pretty sure Saito wins this. Suna is older and has magical properties, but Saito is also... Saito is built different. Here's the thing. Saito's not a demon. I think Saito just kind of gets his ass. But the problem is that they're both fun. Well, in terms of lore... Suna is fucking crazy. Suna goes toe-to-toe with Kintoki, and Kintoki destroys Saito. I'm gonna go, yeah, it has to be Suna. Has to be Suna. This is a weird one. This is a weird matchup. I think the Dioscuri win, just from sheer god force. Astolfo's not like... He's not like an out 2v1? What, in bed? Yeah, Dioscuri. I think Jason takes this. As much as I like Hokusai, I think Jason has the advantage. Jason is kind of... Yeah, he is kind of dog shit without his crew. But he's not... He is... It's kind of like the Theseus argument, where it's like, he may be kind of shit without Herc, but, like, he's still a Greek hero, which that does stand for a lot. It's also the fact that he's... Right now, he's against somebody who is, technically speaking, not a very good swordsman. I mean, she is, but she isn't. But she does have the power of Cthulhu. Did Jason kill any sea monsters? Like sea monsters proper? I'm trying to think if he did. I don't think he did off the top of my head. I don't think that he did. Well, Medea... Okay, doesn't Medea say that he can't do anything without anyone to do it for him? I'm not going to call Medea a liar, but she does have a vested interest in making Jason look bad. I'm going to go Hokusai for this one. Ooh, I think Benny. Benny, in terms of lore, is kind of insane. The fucked up thing about Benny, though, is that her power kind of scales relative to who she's fighting. And her current opponent is not someone who's gonna, like... Her current opponent is not an evil person, so this is a harder fight for her, but I think Benny takes it. No disrespect to Lakshmi Bai, because Lakshmi Bai is cool. Alright, well, let's dig up old history here, shall we? I think Diarmid wins. I think Diarmid wins against, very specifically, Saber Maeve. I think Rider Maeve has a stronger chance to kill Diarmid. The thing with it being Saber Maeve is that Saber Maeve is...
She's trying to make True jealous.
I mean, I guess. It's the swords. He has swords that cheat, is why I'm leaning more towards Diarmid here. In terms of lore, his swords are cheating. Yeah, no, his spears are also cheating, but his swords are equally as cheating. She doesn't. She has a version of Cattlebalg that she uses. But does she have cheese? I don't think it matters if she has cheese. I'm pretty sure one of his swords just instantly kills you if it hits you. But Maeve Charm, though? Well, that's the thing. Maeve Charm, though, what about fucking Diarmid Charm? Diarmid's got that shit on, too. I think... Is this a tie? I think Diarmid takes it. No, this is not a no diff. I am leaning more towards Sigurd, but this is not a no diff. And it's just because of how Fate has portrayed Munenori, is that Munenori is functionally a near invincible warrior. Mind you, that's the exact same way how they portray Sigurd, but Sigurd also has a magic sword, so I'm gonna go with Sigurd. This is Suzuka, surely, right? Much as I love Fran, I think that Suzuka has the advantage. Oh, ruins are 100% bullshit. I'm pretty sure that's it. Oh, Liz, you poor child. Oh, she's about to get turned into QP. That's amazing. Yeah, that's a moose. Ooh! Ooh, here we go. This is the shit I'm here for. I think Bedivere canonically in Fate has beaten Gawain. I guess it's if it's night, it's Bedivere. If it's day, it's Gawain. Kind of. This is difficult. This is difficult. Okay, this is gonna sound like a cop-out, but I get the impression that this could be a tie. Ranking the Knights of the Round Table is so weird, because if we're going based on lore, strictly on lore, then it's like, okay, well...
Bedivere arm has a fork in it.
If we're going just based on lore, then Tristan and Lancelot are on the same level. In the event that Gareth does not know the person who she's fighting, she can beat anybody in the Round Table. Gawain can't lose if he's in the sun, but can if he's not. Bedivere is technically... I believe Bedivere, in canon, is the best swordsman in the Round Table. But being the best swordsman and being able to win are not the same thing. It was human Betty with true Excalibur as his arm that beat Gawain. Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point. No, Lancelot. No, if we're talking like history, we're going history and lore. It's Bedivere. Bedivere is the best. Lancelot's the strongest knight, but Bedivere is the best swordsman. Those two things don't exactly correlate. I'm gonna give these two a tie. Oh, do I want all of India to kill me? This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. Because I'm kind... I am relatively torn. I think Rama. I think it has to be Rama, right? Because if nothing else, Rama is a god. Rama has, like, Indian bullshit going on, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that like if you read Indian mythology, that shit's hype. That shit's awesome. But they have they have so many insane like rules and powers and things. I think Rama takes it. He is an avatar. He is an avatar. I think it goes to Rama. Yeah, who wins? Red Saber or Red Saber but married?
India is phony. Kali is basically hated squaret.
I mean, yeah. Well, I do very much enjoy that in FGO India, like Indian mythology is just Dragon Ball Z. I do find that very fun. I need to check. Let me check something. Let me check something really quick. I'm just curious. I don't know if this is the case, but I am very curious. I need to see something about Nero Bride. Alright, all I need to see, she does count as an Artoria face. Now... I think in terms of lore, that gives Mordred a bit of a bump in terms of being able to beat her. She beat Gawain during the night in Extra, so she can beat Mordred. Yeah, but that's in Extra. That's a Moon Cell. We're not in the Moon Cell. That's the problem with this. Clarent Blood Arthur only works on actual Arthurs. That's fair. Nero counts as an Artoria face. I don't see it. I don't see the resemblance, but that's also just because it's different art styles. I've seen how Takeuchi draws Nero, and I gotta say, I mean, you can only draw one face. I mean, sure as shit, everyone's gonna look the same. I think that there's definitely like an enrage thing that's going on. She is a king. Does Mordred have anti-king shit in her? She is a king killer. That is a fair point. Clarent Blood Arthur is very strong. Your doesn't remind you of Artoria something something small breast joke. You're so right. I'm gonna go Mordred. That might not be the right answer. I am gonna go Mordred. This is a weird one. In terms of lore, Fergus is fucking insane. Like, Fergus is an actual potential man. Because he has so much bullshit built into his kit. Like, his sword can cut mountains in half. The problem, and the reason why I think Okita actually wins this, is because Okita just outpaces him. She's too fast. I think that Okita is just too fat, because, I mean, fuck, she breaks this, she is able to functionally, what's it called? Instant transmission around people. Fergus does have Mind's Eye, that is true. Isn't this skill versus strength? No, this is skill versus skill, this is speed versus strength. Because they're both very skilled. Is also the thing where his Noble Phantasm, at least in FGO, does destroy all of the ground around him. Well, if you can teleport, does that help you if the area around you is gone? I guess that's the question, isn't it? I think it goes to Fergus, which is a weird thing to say, but I think it goes to Fergus. Also, yeah, if she coughs one time, her ass is grass. Oh, the fucking French have shown up. Alright. Well, they both have battle experience is the thing. They're both soldiers for the French army. Gilles in particular is a siege commander. That was his big thing, was that he was a genius when it came to, like, performing siege warfare. Daeon was into espionage. I'm trying to think, would Daeon actually be able to overcome Giles? Daeon does use a rapier, yeah. Or some form of thrusting sword. I think in a one-on-one, I think. I mean, yeah, he would have his book. I think Gilles takes it. Oh, Caesar. I want to say that he has a chance, but I mean Siegfried. Come on, it's Siegfried. Come on, man. These are the eyes of a little girl who knows she's about to be turned into a fine red mist. No, sorry, no. I'm gonna go turn off my heater because shit's getting cooked in here. tie? I don't think it's a tie. I think technically Salter wins. I want to say Salter wins. Salter mostly just because of raw power. Since when did Cliz start streaming on YouTube? It's a recent thing. Wanted to test it out because Twitch is being questionable. So you know, I'm testing the waters with my options. But yeah, if you'd like to join us, welcome. She has thicker armor, more firepower. She's slower, and she's less. Well, she's slower and she's more calculated. But Saber can theoretically outpace her.
Heaven's Fuse Altar had the unlimited power of the Grail through Sakura.
Thank you, Goat, that I can finally reliably follow stream. I'm glad that people are enjoying the YouTube streams along with this, just because it's you know, fuck the Twitch app. The Twitch app sucks, and I know a lot of people prefer to watch shit on mobile. So, you know, if this is an easier way for you to consume stream content, I'm more than happy to multi-stream. I'm more than happy to have more people here to hang out. She is less restrained. I think that she would get burned out faster. But I'm gonna go with a tie. That one's a bit I think it has to be Richard. No, this is Nuclear Bomb versus Nuclear Baby. But moon bullshit? Well, okay, I should have established this up top. Where all of these fighters have found themselves in is they are in my sick, twisted mini city that I created. There's no moon cell. There's no external things like that, and it has a normal day-night cycle. Clear weather. Partly cloudy. In autumn. And there is a very large... Yeah, every building is a Waffle House, or a Denny's, or any of your assorted American... good old-fashioned American diners. Glad you're streaming on YouTube. I can finally catch a stream. Nice. Well, I'm glad. Like I said, I'm glad to have people here to hang out. Thank you for joining. Richard was killed by a chef. Sakura is a good cook. Look at Lips Valentine CE. That's true. So the thing I'm most hung up on is the Trash and Crush, right? Because I'm assuming that she hasn't lost that ability. Trash and Crush is overpowered. As a skill, it's just overpowered. The thing is, though, is that Richard's different. I think Richard takes it. Well, that's a... Sorry, Kurohime, I love you so much. You're so adorable and so baby. I think the canonical winner of this is Takeru, isn't it? Doesn't Takeru beat Iori? I'm like 95. I'm trying to remember. I'm pretty sure that Takeru is able to beat Iori. So yeah. Sorry, buddy. Am I about to disrespect Theseus? Iori does have bullshit. Theseus is not built like Takeru. I think Theseus is built like Takeru. Here's the thing. Okay? Here's the thing. What we see here is a battle of... If Iori gets hit once, he's probably dead. However, knowing Iori very well, because I played the fuck out of that game, and I love him in FGO, hitting him is very difficult. The thing is that Iori is in touch with the void, and can theoretically just teleport behind you and nothing personal him. I'm gonna go with Iori. Casually snake Satsu the child. Goodbye, you filthy dog. I mean, this one is not as hard. This is a Charlie sweep. Straight up Charlie sweep. In terms of IRL lore, I think Roland is tech. Nah, I don't know if Roland's stronger. Actually, that's a good question. I know in FGO lore, isn't in FGO lore Charlie has all of their weapons as well? I'm pretty sure that Charlie has Durandal as well. They both have their own, they both have their own flavors of bullshit, but I'm pretty sure Charlie takes it. God, I love the Trunk sisters. I don't know if they can beat Roland. I think Roland takes it. I think Gareth Gareth takes it. Okita, Saber, Alter. Okita, Saber, Alter is still just Okita, but she also has Rengoku. She is a Counterforce Guardian, which is pretty big. Do we include the dog? Yes, we do include the dog form. That is the thing that she can do. Okita Alter does not have tuberculosis. But Barg is a world-destroying natural disaster. I'm more inclined to say Barg. How much can I disrespect a Shiro face before people call me out? I mean, people are probably already upset about the Barghest decision, but whatever. Somebody's gonna watch this on YouTube and be like, "You're a fucking idiot." I'm so looking forward to it. This is a harder matchup. I lean more towards Okita Alter. I would be okay with calling this a tie, though, just because they're both very, very good competitors. Yeah, he has the nuke, but he dies. Tie. Hey, wait, I remember this one. Yeah, we saw this fight. It's Ibuki. Now, this is an interesting fight as well. We have Hydrogen Baby versus Hydrogen Baby currently. I am leaning more towards Karna. And that's not meant to disrespect the likes of Suna, but Karna is... Yeah. Tomoe, honey, I love you, but that's a Dioscuri win. I think I've seen this one as well. So... What? Okay, fun little anecdote about Tomoe that I just happen to know. In one instance of a fight, Tomoe In real life, she is just a human, but in real life, at one point, wanted to impress her husband, and so she jumped into the air, got her legs around a dude's head and ripped it off, and then brought it to her husband with a big ol' smile. Could she need mods? Send Tig to horny jail. I know he's a mod, but send him to horny jail. Yeah, I think it goes to Astolfo just because Astolfo has like way more magic shit going on. Like, I mean, shit. Astolfo quite literally has God and anime on his side. That's like his whole thing. This has to be Benny, right? This has to be Benny, right? I feel like all of the accumulated evil of the old gods being attached to that is enough for her to, like, her shit to pop. This one's more difficult. Summer Hoku is not evil. The old gods attached to her are. That's the thing. Hey, Kai Zergus, thank you for the sub. Yeah, here's the thing. Lakshmi Bai rolls in Nat 1, trips, falls onto the sword that Hokusai is like juggling because she's being extra. It throws off Hokusai's whole shit and she gets stabbed in the head too. I can, because, you know, that's how the causality of fucking Lakshmi Bai's thing works. I can see that happening. It's a Final Destination death. I don't think it's I think I lean more towards Lakshmi Bai personally. It has to be Diarmid, right? Has to be Diarmid. Again, it's another Riz-off. Why does Diarmid keep getting the horny fights? Here's the thing. Okay. Is it so bad? I think that fucking Lan Ling wins just because he will not get horny for Maeve. That dude is so loyal that he's just like, no. You know what I mean? I think that she's gonna try and bewitch him, and he's gonna like pull that thing where it's just like, silence, wench. I don't wish to be horny anymore. I just want to be happy. I think it goes to him. Oh, goodbye, Suzuka. Get destroyed. Goodbye, Fran. Get destroyed.
Lan Lian says I'm gay.
It has to be Musashi, right? It has to be Musashi. Like, I like Arthur. Arthur's cool, right? Arthur's really strong, too, and I'm not going to discount the strength of Arthur. I think Musashi just takes it, is the thing. Musashi, in terms of lore,
You just
is
choose those
fucking
who
crazy. You click the losing team for the... I did? Is there a way to go back? Can I go back? Is that an option? Do I have that as an option here? Undo. Where does this say? Oh, undo last choice. Undo. I can't undo it twice! No, I don't want to translate this!
Read.
You know what? Here's what we'll do, fellas. We will course correct this. We will course correct this. At the very end, remind me. I will look through the list because it gives you a list at the end of where everything is, and I will put where Sigurd is, in my opinion. L-Stream always has been. Welcome aboard. No, we'll course correct that. Don't you worry. Yagyu. Here we go.
Joe. I don't think you know how this stream works.
Yeah, welcome to I fuck everything up and everybody hates me. Hope you enjoy your stay. Anyway, speaking of making people hate me, it's Musashi.
Arthur went toe-to-toe against Tazi.
Do you like mouses? I do. I love them. They're my babies. Alright, Arthur. Unleash all 13 seals and send this demon back to the pit of hell where she belongs. It has to be Rama, right? It has to be. I mean, Rama's killed immortals.
When you mean kill.
It has to be Rama. Look, if Rama beat Lancelot, then Rama beats Gawain. Lancelot beats Gawain. Lancelot just beats Gawain, I'm pretty sure. I don't believe it's a tie. I think in terms of raw lore, Lancelot beats Gawain. This is not a competition, that's a Shiki. This is not a competition, that's a Brock. This is not a competition, that's an Okita. Okay, now we have a competition. Now we have a competition.
Why did you click Gawain then?
Did I just do it? Did I do it again? Did I do the thing again? Am I stupid?
Catchphrase fight.
Well, we'll course correct again. Here's the thing, though.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna be completely honest. Stop pressing the loser. Look, man. Here's the thing with the Lancelot Gawain thing.
Click Lancelot. You need to think before you click husband.
No, never. This is an Altera.
You slept with my wife 2 times. Siegfried.
It's Saber. I love Nero, but it's Saber. Saber wins this. I love Nero so much. Saber takes this. Imperial privilege is kind of cracked, though. They say I think twice. I don't even think once. Happy New Year's, yeah, real shit.
Housewife.
Hold on. I like this Katamari song. This thing lasts for like 15 minutes, and I'm not about to listen to a child do this for 15 minutes. I'm leaning more towards Takeru personally. But I have a bias towards Takeru, which is what I think is telling me to do that. But I know Richard is fucking insane. I guess that's the problem, isn't it? Is I know how good Richard is.
Do you want Water Excalibur or Fire Excalibur?
Yeah, right. Choose your Pokemon starter type question. Who's the grass? Who's the grass starter in this equation? Who has the grass Excalibur? Oh, you know what? Even better. That's just normal Saber because Earth. Easy. Richard has higher highs, but Takeru is much more consistent. Yeah, that's kind of the thing. I have seen the Lion Man's NP. I think it goes to Richard. All right, I'm gonna go refill my water. Oh, give me one moment. No, this is not gameplay. This is not gameplay. This is 100% lore. If this was gameplay, this list would look very different. Okay. I think it's Takeru. Trash and Crush is really good, but I think it's Takeru. I did not misclick that. That one I clicked that on purpose. Can he avoid her attacks long enough to kill her? She has crazy defense. I think he takes it. I don't think Theseus wins this one. I don't think Theseus can break through this. Much as I love him, I think Lip... Poor Kurohime. She showed up for a good time, not for a long time. Girl's getting her pockets run. Every time she shows up, it's no. I'm pretty sure Charlie beats Medusa. I'm like 95% sure Charlie beats Medusa. I think Roland beats Medusa as well. This one is a little bit more. I think Medusa beats Gareth in this instance. Medusa is very strong. I mean, shit, she's a phantasm. I don't think Gareth can avoid the Mystic Eyes bullshit. Not as well as those other two could. She's gonna kill Satanta. That's not even a competition. I think the Trunk Sisters kill Satanta too. If this was normal Coup solos. But it being Baby Coup... He doesn't have his trump card, which is kind of the big thing, right? That's part of the reason why Coup is so dangerous, is that his spear, if you get hit by that shit, you just die. Oh, big woman. Big woman. It's Ibuki. I love Barghest, but this is an Ibuki win. This is the Barghest kills him. Ooh. Saber Muramasa versus Karna. Ibuki is very busted, yeah. I think against Saber Karna, Muramasa wins. Against normal Karna, I think Karna kind of takes it, but this is not normal Karna. I think Muramasa takes this.
Muramasa himself is not a fighter.
The Fate series is full of fucking liars. The Fate series is just like the guy who fucking made it. They don't tell the truth, they just make shit up. I want to say Benny Enma has a decent shot, but I think by and large the Dioscuri win this. I think Benny's strong, right? Benny's a very, very strong character, but I think in terms of just strict lore, I think the Dioscuri overcome her. What is that cursed early 2000s? It's Gold Ship. From Uma Musume. Has nobody really brought this? Has everyone just accepted that this is what my cursor looks like? I like how no one else called that into question. What's this website? Here you go. Enjoy yourself. Yeah, Dioscuri. Anyone know how the Dioscuri became a constellation? I can tell you. It's because after they went to try and get revenge on the their two cousins who beat them in an eating contest, they abandoned their sister, Helen of Troy, who was then kidnapped by Paris, and in that time, they went and fucked with their two cousins. I believe they killed the two cousins, but one of those cousins killed the brother. I think they killed Castor. It doesn't matter. They killed one or the other of those, and then fuck Paris. Paris. This isn't about him. And then one of those two died, and then they prayed to Zeus, and Zeus put them into heaven, put them into the stars. That's what happened. Goat broke? What do you mean? Oh. I broke on Twitch? How's it on YouTube? Y'all good? I'm currently at hold on, frames are recovering. You died on Twitch? Weird. That's weird. Anyway. See, this is kind of nice knowing that, I don't have to reset my streams because it's just Twitch acting up, not my side of things. Yeah, I mean, Benny is... Does Benny get her Lost Belt 7 form? No. I personally lean more towards Benny than I do for Astolfo. With no disrespect to Astolfo, I think Benny takes... Okay, goodbye, Lakshmi, bye. I think Tomoe. I think Tomoe takes that. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch and you, well, if you're watching on Twitch and you're still having issues, refresh your page. Usually that fixes it after frames drop like crazy. Watching here instead of Twitch? Valid. Have both tabs open. Bump my numbers. Let's do view laundering. I can't. I'm too poor I'm too poor to pay for view bots. So y'all are gonna have to do the heavy lifting. I think Diarmid might win this. I think Diarmid wins. Yeah, Diarmid wins that. I think Tomoe ekes this one out. He's a better warrior, but she has divine bullshit. Here, okay. Let me explain my Diarmid choice. Diarmid's an actual soldier, and a really, really successful one at that. Diarmid was able to outrun and and go toe to toe with Fionn, and Fionn, despite how he appears in Fate, sorry, Suzuka, but my bad. Despite how Fionn is portrayed in Fate, Fionn is functionally Irish King Arthur. Like, he in terms of lore, the dude's insane. The dude's actually insane. And Diarmid can go toe-to-toe with him. So it's like, you know, it's one of those weird things where, like, you have to separate how they play in the game with how they actually operate in terms of storytelling. Yep. Nope. Okay, here we go. Could Suzuka involve a boar son? Yeah, probably. Diarmid's problem was that he was functionally he was killed by something way more powerful than him. That's kind of a force of nature, versus like in a fair fight. Landling was a war general, yeah. But Landling can't summon a million swords that fall on top of you. I think Maeve takes this, yeah. My gut feeling is Musashi. Rama's cool, but my gut feeling is on Musashi. She does get the pretty boy trait buff against him. That's so true. That's so true. She actually does get the buff. Which group of people do I want to hate me more? The entire country of India, or Fate fans? The dilemmas. The dilemmas of a content creator. Arthur is a bum? He's a bum with a nuclear bomb, which is saying a lot. Fate will hate you regardless. You're so right. Is India a bigger viewership? Actually, my biggest viewership that isn't the United States is the Philippines. Shout out my Filipinos. I see you. Represent. If we're going based off of Fate lore, it has to be Arthur. I just love watching Liz get decimated over and over and over again. Keep running her shit. This isn't fair.
No Liz bias, here we swear.
I don't know how to tell you guys this. I'm pretty sure the final two are going to end up being Void Shiki versus it's going to be Void Shiki versus Musashi. That's who the top two are probably going to end up being, unless I'm forgetting something. This is basically Gawain versus Mordred, kind of. I think, in terms of lore, I think Fergus kind of takes it. Mordred's good, don't get me wrong, but isn't Fergus? Fergus is a king, yes. But Fergus is also, like... Fergus is him. He was him before King Arthur was him. I'm gonna go with Fergus. Oh, somebody has to have made, like, a fan comic of this fight. Someone out there definitely has. Okita versus Mordred. Okita can outpace Mordred, but if Mordred hits her once, she dies. And I just mean in general. It doesn't have to be like with Clarent Blood Arthur. It could just be like a sword hit, she's dead. Shiki and Musashi tie. The only way to settle is wet t-shirt contest. You see, this person knows what they're talking about. I'm gonna go Mordred. Imperial privilege is very, very good. I believe Bride has a modified Imperial privilege. This is FGO near. All the servants being raided are as they appear in Chaldea. In my twisted, demented wonderland of places that, what are they called? Like, cafes that they're all fighting in. I'm leaning more towards Okita, but I feel like that's naive. I think it's Bride. Wait, I've seen this one before. It happened thousands of years ago. Let me ask again. Is this Prince version battle? I don't know what you mean by Prince version. Yeah, I think canonically Saber beats her here. Beta Excalibur killed Sepher? Yeah. This is... well... Fuck, this is also technically a canon fight. I mean, Prime version? Oh, no, oh, gotcha. This is FGO. This is FGO characters, as they appear in Chaldea. Yeah, we are just playing Extella Link at this point. This happened in Singularity 2 as well. Outside of the Moon Cell, I feel it's one of those things where I'm like, can I, in a good conscience, say I don't think Nero beats her. I just don't. I just don't think that Nero has the firepower for it. She has Imperial privilege, which is broken, but she has a fucking laser. God damn it. This is also hard. Siegfried is really strong. I think it goes to Siegfried. Oh, well, okay, well, this one's easier. Lily, you're so dead. Oh, I've been waiting for this one. This is what happens when you pick the same fighting game character as somebody else and you didn't pick custom skins. This is what they do to you. Chuck versus Dick. Yeah. Check sub chat really quick. Yeah. That. What the fuck is this arc? Richard is very strong. Charlie is bullshit. God, this is one of those really, really fucked up situations where it's just like, if we're in the continent of Europe at all, Charlie wins. Everywhere else, I'm more inclined to say this is a tie. I'm much more inclined to say, how is this not a tie? Yeah, I think this is a tie. I'm gonna go tie. I'm leaning more towards Takeru. Yeah, fame boosts are a thing. In my world, I created a place above the Pacific Ocean, so that way nobody gets a fame boost, and if they have one that's for the Pacific Ocean in general, I teleport to somewhere else. I think Takeru takes it, because okay, Kusanagi is functionally Japanese Excalibur, right? In fact, there's an entire theory that is saying that the legend of Yamato Takeru, as well as the legend of King Arthur, all actually originate from a singular original myth that it came from the Middle East somewhere. I've not had anyone show me what that myth is. If you know what that is, actually, please hit me up. I would love to research it. Isn't Roland's body diamond kind of hard? I mean, yeah, but Takeru has he's got the firepower to break through diamonds. I think it goes to Takeru. I don't think fuck. I don't think Iori's able to take this one. I think Roland gets this. I do think Iori could kill Medusa. I do think that he could take this very specific Medusa. See, this is a fucked up fight. I think that Passion Lip wins because I don't think Medusa could raise a sword against her because she looks like Sakura. Now I feel like this is just biased. Oh, of course this is biased. There's 100% of bias put into this. I'm trying to be as impartial as possible, but bias will slip in every now and then. I don't mean it to. I'm trying to think about this as impartially as possible. Does Chaldea Medusa even know who Sakura is? I believe that she does. I believe that's implied through voice lines. I don't know. But then it's also... she can outpace her, but I feel like she does a lot of damage, man. She can whap somebody really hard. What was her name in OC1 again? Medusa Chrysor? I'm gonna give it to her. Ooh, I think... Oh, the Sakura lookalike? It was just Sakura. I think it goes to Medusa. I like Theseus. This is difficult. Can Theseus... Okay. Can Theseus get past Mystic Eyes, is the question. Can he get past Petrification? Actually... The answer to that is no. There is a canonical answer to that is no.
Remember, Medusa can win with just a stare.
So, in the mythology of Theseus goes into hell with his buddy. I'm trying to remember his name. It doesn't matter. Goes into hell with his buddy, and then they get in trouble. They get caught functionally, and then they get turned to stone. Does the fact that him being petrified at one point and eventually he didn't escape, he was eventually freed because somebody came down and got him. Does the fact that happened to him in lore make him weak to it? Or does that make him stronger to it? How does Iori get past Mystic Eye? Dude's too fast. Iori is weirdly... Iori's a fucking... He's weird. Iori's so weird. He's so weird to evaluate because he has access... His kit is so enormous on all the shit that he can do. Which, it sounds like a cop-out to say some shit like that, but if you take into account how he's, like, portrayed in Samurai Remnant, the dude is basically immortal. Yeah, Mance is a Dark Souls character. I think it goes to Medusa. Theseus, I think... I think Theseus kills Gareth. I'm pretty sure Theseus gets Gareth. Oh, if it's proper human history, Iori, that dude gets fucking got. Gareth is strong. This is not Gareth's preferred class. I think Theseus can Oonga Boonga his way down Gareth. Poor Kurohime. Poor Kurohime. She's got nothing left. They took her shoes. They took her bag. They took her glasses. They cut her hair. There's nothing left. Leave the girl alone. She's a chopper. She's getting got. Come outside. I promise we won't jump you. Would a knight attack a princess, though? They ain't got a choice in this matter. Okay, this one is such a weird fight. Here's the thing, I don't think Kurohime's... This one actually requires a bit of, like, thinking about, because Kurohime is possessed by a water god, very specifically. Or rather, her husband, abductor, whatever you want to call the dragon god, it's a god of water. The whole deal is it's water, right? Does that give her an advantage against the Trunk sisters, who are very water reliant? Did I fuck up again? Did I fuck up again? No. I think the Trunk sisters take it. Ah, Satanta. I think he takes it too. Finally, Kurohime catches a break and beats the shit out of this nerd. Keisuke, I love you so much, but she can make katanas come out of the ground, man. I don't know what you're gonna do against that. East or West God fight. I lean more towards Ibuki personally. I think Ibuki is just as a contender is a stronger contender. God versus God Japan. That's really good. This one's difficult. I think that Barghest has a chance against them, but I think in more fights, the Dioscuri are going to end up winning. I think Barghest can put up a good fight. Barghest might even be able to kill one of them, but I think that they are able to take her. I think that they can take her. The fucked up thing is that they wouldn't fight, they would just start cooking. They would just start cooking, they wouldn't fight. They'd just hang out and, like, make dinner or some shit. Like, I can just see it, it's like... I think that Barghest does beat Benny, just because it's Barghest. She just does so much. And while Benny has an advantage, I think Barghest kind of... It's again, if she gets hit once, she dies. And while she's fast, she's gonna get hit eventually. And while she can technically send her to the Hell Dimension temporarily, I think that Barghest is such a weird character when it comes to evaluating evil. Because Barghest doesn't enact acts of evil on purpose, or like with the intention of being evil. Well, I believe Barghest is lawful good, but she is evil by nature, but actively tries to suppress that evil part of herself. I think that actively hampers down the Benny Enma effect. So I'm gonna say Barghest. God. Tie? Is this a tie? Emiya, come on!
Does full Calamity Barghest count to skill Barghest?
If Barghest is going full Calamity, then Benny's dead. Be honest with yourself. You're on your own for this one? I think this one's a tie. Or it leans more heavily into Muramasa. This is a straight up Emiya Gohan episode. Barghest is chaotic good. That checks. It is a very bad matchup for both.
Same skills, different genders.
I'm just gonna say tie. By Astolfo. I want to say Tsuna takes it, but the problem is I know that Astolfo may actually be able to eke out this win. I don't even know, man. Just the resignation is so funny. Like, I don't fucking know, man. No, this isn't a tie. I'm pretty sure Tsuna takes this. Astolfo does take this one, though. This one's complicated. She's stronger than him, but I imagine she has... I think that if this was Archer... Tomoe, she would definitely win. Like, it would be a no diff, right? And I'm not just talking class advantage. In terms of raw skill, I think Hajime has it. Because Hajime, in terms of, like, swordsmanship, is... The only other person who beats him on that is Okita. Your class advantage is just for gameplay. I was making a joke when I said that. One's a warlord and the other's a cop. I've seen plenty of coups in my time, so I think that the cop actually may have an advantage. And here's the thing. One is a warlord. The problem is that she's using a Beat Saber. Can Hajime escape when Tomoe command grabs him? No. But she'd have to get that opportunity first. I'm gonna go Tomoe. God, Lakshmi, bye. You're so unlucky. Bye. Bye. I think it's Rama. Gawain. Yep. Every time she shows up is so funny. It's just so funny. Because she's like, huh? I'ma do it. And then gets jobbed. Okay, hold up. Pause. We might actually have a fight here. This might actually be a real fight. I think it's still Suzuka, but this one's not as close. We're getting there. We're doing the sorting. I'm pretty sure it's Suzuka. Okay, by the way, the reason why Sigurd is so down low, we're going to course correct after this. Sigurd, I'm just going to give the pass and say he wins a lot of shit, just outright. Yeah. Okay, we're getting closer to a... Can Liz even win? She might beat Maeve. Liz does have mechanics that make her... I do feel like it is a bad matchup for Maeve, because here's the thing. I can 100% see Dragon Quest Liz just having cheese. I think it's... Liz does have a shield, but... I'm leaning more towards Maeve. Okay. I think Liz beats Fran. I do think that Liz beats Fran. She's finally catching a break. Liz, at the very least, has more experience fighting, to a degree. Fran does have a bigger laser sword, but, I mean, Liz has Toon Force to a degree. I'm gonna give it to her. Sorry, Saber. The strongest king of the past versus the strongest king of the also past, but a little bit later. What website is this? Check it out here. I'm pretty sure Saber takes it. I'm like 95% sure Saber takes it. No disrespect to Fergus, but I think that just... Excalibur just does so much. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult. I'm still leaning towards it being Altera. Sword of Mars is very good. Khalid Balg is also very strong. But she's also a... She has that bonus thing where she's a conqueror. think that she takes it. This one is a little bit more difficult as well. Is it weird that I think that Fergus could just take a hit from Balmung and be okay? I genuinely believe that if you were to hit Fergus with Balmung, he'd be hurt, but he could get up from it and hit you back. Like, if he was, like, charging up a super solid hit with, like, Khalid Bulk, I think that he could just hit it. What about the second Balmung? I mean, I don't think there's going to be a... I think this one, in my mind, if it's just straight up lore, I think, is a tie. I think that, well, Siegfried could take a hit from Khalid Bulk, but if he's using the version of it that breaks the ground beneath him, if Fergus is able to clear the difference, it's so... Armor of Fafnir is bullshit, but... it's difficult. It really is. I kind of want to say it's a tie. It's a good fight. I would like to see this fight. I want them to do more with Fergus that isn't turning him into a child. I really do. When you're talking about Fergus, ask yourself about if they were fighting Ku. Here's the thing, though. If he was fighting Ku, I actually think that Ku has the advantage to a degree. But that's because Ku also has really, really broken weaponry. I'm going to call it a tie. Red Saber versus Red Saber. I feel like we saw this one before, and I said it was Mordred. I think that the right will win. Tashi wa migi ga kato omoimasu. I would be inclined. I think it's a tie. It's too much of a coin flip for me. Totemo chikai desu. Namara chikai desu. I said that she beats the bride form, but does Bride Umu and Vanilla Umu have that much of a difference? Yes, because normal Nero has proper Imperial privilege, which is that is a game changer. I lean more towards Mordred personally. Just for raw strength, I lean more towards Mordred. I'm gonna go Mord. Trust no one, not even yourself. I mean, this has to be a tie, right? It has to be. I'm just gonna tie that. Yeah. They fuck? Oh, damn. I think Okita takes this. I'm pretty sure Okita wins this. Yeah. Caesar needs one hit, but Okita's really hard to hit is the thing. I'm pretty sure Caesar beats Giles, yeah. If you laugh, you go to hell. Don't make the jokes. No jokes. I don't want to see any jokes about what's happening here. If you laugh, you go to hell. I'm pretty sure it's Giles here. Okay. I'm leaning more towards Dan. It's the fact that Lily is so inexperienced as a fighter, right? Like, how does Giles take a Caliburn to the crotch? I think he just uses magic to avoid it. It's the thing where Lily is so... She's just so unskilled as a fighter that I don't think that she can actually eke out that many wins. I'm like 95% sure that this is Ibuki, but I know Charlie's got that shit on. I'm leaning much more towards Ibuki. I'm just gonna go Ibuki. Dioscuri... Probably? God, but Charlie has such broken abilities. Can Charlie catch them? Unironically, yes. Does Charlie have anti-divine properties? That is an excellent question. Let me verify that really quick. It's Heroic King stuff. Don't care. Yes, he does. Ooh. I'm giving it to him. God, here's the other thing, though, is Takeru's a god killer. I think this one is just a bad matchup for the Dioscuri. I just want to verify in terms of skill. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Is this lore-wise? Yes, this is for lore. Can Takeru land a hit? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Takeru's a god killer. He's done this before. Roland... FGO or IRL lore? Both. I'm drawing from both, which I think when I did this like 2 years ago, people got kind of like miffed that I was doing that, but it's just like, you need to for some information. Can Dioscuri damage Roland? Actually, yes. Doesn't Dioscuri go through invincibility? Don't they ignore invincibility with their Noble Phantasm? They just shoot right through the stars. It might just be a bad matchup for Roland. So I think the Dioscuri pull this one off if they can hit him with their Noble Phantasm. Otherwise, it's kind of close. Does that warrant it being a tie? If it's very Noble Phantasm reliant, I think I'm just going to give it to him. I think Barghest eats Roland. And the reason for that is that it doesn't matter what blessings that he has. Canonically, Barghest just eats through your blessings until there's nothing left. He can have diamond skin, but she's just going to take that away from you. Benny. I think Roland beats her. I think Roland beats her. Like 95% sure Roland beats her. Roland is a horrible matchup for Benny, yeah. Takeru is a weirder matchup for Benny. Takeru is not a bad... Or not... Jesus Christ, Iori. What am I saying? Yeah, that's Iori. Iori is not a... This one might be a tie. This one I think actually might be a tie. He may be evil. No, he's not evil. Iori isn't evil. Iori is he just wants to be a warrior. I'm gonna give this a tie. That one's difficult. Can Baby Karna kill Passion Lip? Yeah, she is very difficult to hit. Cute rat art? Yeah. This is drawn by 9-0 on Twitter. Go give him a follow. I love that dude's shit. It's so good. If you like big, buxom women and Fate, have I got the artist for you? I'm leaning more towards Lip. If again, the argument always has been coming down to if this is normal Karna. Normal Karna beats all these people. This is not normal Karna. I made the YouTube short about this. This is technically Karna Lily. I'm out of drink now. Can I link the artist's Twitter? Yeah, actually. Go say hi. Tell him the Goat Man sent you. I'm gonna go Lip. How inclined am I to believe that Karna could beat Medusa? Oh, I think here's the thing though. You know that gif of what's his name? Raiden punching Governor Armstrong. That's what Karna's doing to the tits of Passion Lip, but every time that you hit Passion Lip, she gets stronger. You're right, this Karna did actually fight Vritra, that's true. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to him. Does Medusa count as a demonic beast? I'm curious. I'm less demonic beast. It's not Oni. Oni is different. That's different. He is still a monster slayer. I'm gonna give it to him. He's got the advantage. Okay, I think that she beats. God, here's the thing. Is it weird that I think that if this was Ryder Astolfo has a better advantage? It's because he's gone like full nut job in his Saber form that I'm thinking he's getting jobbed so much. Yeah. I think it's Theseus. He's just got that ancient hero strength. God, does Gareth beat Astolfo? Demonic Beasts and Onis are not the same thing. You're right about that. But at the end of the day, Suna's job is as a monster exterminator. And technically speaking, Medusa is a monster that needs to be exterminated by someone. I think if I had to cast my lot, I think Gareth wins. I think Astolfo beats them, though. I think Tomoe beats them. I think that they beat Saito. Okay. Coughing Bomb versus Hydrogen Baby. Fucking hell, man. I'm more inclined to say that Saito wins this. Just because Saito outskills him. I think Saito just has more skill. Satanta clears. I don't think so. I think that Saito kills him. Okay. Strength is not the only determining factor in winning a fight. Experience very much dictates how fights go. The whole deal with Saito is that Saito is able to survive. He's so incredibly skilled and he's so good at reading a situation that he knows when to go in, when to get out. His whole deal is experience, but on top of that experience, he has real deal skill on there as well. I think that he can beat Satanta. Lakshmi Bai, however, I don't think is getting it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Who is the more unlucky girl? I think Kurohime technically wins this. Because Kurohime has magic bullshit. And is also really unlucky, but... She has a goddess core, but I mean she's got a god husband. I'm gonna go Kurohime. I do think that she can beat Keisuke. I think that you can beat Keisuke. Can Jason beat Keisuke? Is his strength as a Greek hero strong enough to overcome the weakest Shinsengumi member? Is luck that important? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There's no Herc in this fight, it's just Jason. He does have his Noble Phantasm, though, that's true. Yeah. Here we are. It has to be Void. Void Shiki's, like, she's number one. Like, spoilers for people, but it's... I don't think that you're beating her. You're just not. The Void versus the one who cut the Void? I'm gonna go with the Void. You wanna know why? You can cut the Void, but, you know... Look, she reached the Void. Yeah, she did it right here. This is the Void. You know what? I'm gonna do something funny for this. I'm gonna set up a bit. Ow! Fuck! Hey guys, I just wanted to let you know, Artoria isn't even the best Saber in Stay Night. Get fucked. Alright, now we have a real fight going on. Oh. Twitch is dying. Twitch is dying. YouTube watchers stay winning. I'm pretty sure. Ow, the mic peak? Sorry. I need to figure out a better way to do that. I wish I mean, meh. Artoria wins because Proto Merlin would sabotage Arthur. Yeah, I could see that. I think Arthur, I mean, stuff's dying. I know. It's Twitch. It's Twitch. It's Twitch. It'll sort itself out, don't worry. I think it's Altera. I think it's Altera. I think Altera takes it. Because she is... Yeah. Alright. Yeah, what the fuck? Twitch, please fix your shit. Siegfried or Rama? I think Siegfried takes it. Oh, to answer the thing that was brought up about problem with Void Cheek is that she has no feats. That's true. The other thing, though, is that if I don't trust a goddamn thing that Nasu says about anything when it comes to power scaling, considering that he said the most powerful character in the Nasu verse was this random character just because it was a joke. You know what I mean? I don't take his statements on that shit very seriously. I go based on what is written as opposed to what he's saying in, like, random anecdotes. Can Mordred beat Rama? Is the glitch first? Not technically a first, but I started last week streaming on YouTube, so you know. Come hang out. Yeah, if you're watching on Twitch, Twitch is currently shitting itself. I have no idea why. So, you know. Thank God I have the YouTube stream, otherwise I'd be very mad right now. And I don't know what the fuck is happening with Twitch. Anyway. I lean more towards Rama in this regard. Mordred's good, but I think Rama takes it. Ooh! Had the last 2 days the same problems on Twitch. I mean, I love Twitch and I hate Twitch at the same time. It's such a... Nasua's light novel type power scaling like biggest absurds ever possible.
Looking from YouTube. Talking from
Furtree
Twitch.
the Room has gifted a Goat Lab membership to a viewer. Holy shit.
Pain and suffering.
You can gift memberships? You can do that? Well, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned this or not. If you have a membership, link your YouTube account in your Discord and join the Discord. You get special access to the sub-only chat. Also, if you're a YouTube member, you get early access to all the shorts and videos as they come out. Twitch has left me with no choice. Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I don't know what's happening. It looks like it's restoring itself now a little bit, but it's completely outside of my control. It's random though. It's the same as YouTube then. Okay. I'm pretty sure Gawain wins this, right? I'm like 95% sure. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say Gawain wins this because I know Lancelot wins this. I think Mordred beats Diarmuid. By the way, Lancelot and Gawain, their positions need to be switched. Just for the record. That was an accident on my part when I was making misclicks. I think Mordred takes it. I think Nero takes this. I don't think Love Spot's gonna work on Nero because Nero is, Nero loves one person, and that's Nero. And also Imperial Privilege kind of go crazy. This one's a little bit more interesting, though. Twitch is currently on life support in several ways. Yes. Oh, don't get me wrong. Diarmuid is very strong. I think he beats her. Ooh. Okita versus Suzuka. That's a really interesting fight. Because I think I think Okita can outpace Suzuka like relatively well. I'm leaning more towards Okita. It depends on how fast can she discover that if she can draw the fight out, she wins. In a shorter fight, Okita, I think, has the advantage, but that's difficult. It's a difficult one. How fast could she figure out that she just needs to draw the fight out? Okita does have a very big debuff, and did Suzuka beat Raiko? Not did she beat? I'm not sure about that. I guess the issue is that unless it's like main story. But that's the thing, too, is, like, main story is fucking weird. You can't take how the fights go in events, because those are all, I mean, it's weird to say that they're all scripted, because it's all scripted. It's literally in a script. But I'll give it to her. Oh, by the way, this was an absolute misclick on my part. He wins everything. I'm going to be readjusting that at the end. Every time he pops up, I'm just going to say that. I'm pretty sure Okita beats Munenori. This is actually a really weird one. This one's actually a really weird one. The sickness matters only when it comes to if the person can figure out that if they draw the fight out, then you know, it kicks in and that gives them an opportunity to attack, especially if they're a faster person. Yeah, he did. I'm gonna give it to him. Okay, she beats Lanling. I think Caesar beats Lanling as well. I'm pretty sure Caesar beats Lanling. I'm pretty sure Lanling beats Giles. It has to be Maeve. She's got... yeah. Is Liz gonna get jobbed by Giles? That's a good question. Liz can do some fucked up shit. I guess that... Okay, now we're in the weeds of this, right? The thing with this is that to get the most out of Giles' abilities is that Giles needs to use his Noble Phantasm, which canonically weakens him, but it bumps up his attack. Liz can do some bullshit. I'm gonna give it to Liz. I think Giles takes it. Fran is good, but I think Giles takes it. Maybe it's difficult. This one is actually decently difficult to evaluate. Her Noble Phantasm is really good, and her weaponry is really good. And she's more cognizant because it's summer. But Giles is really fucking... He's deceptively smart and really, really strong. I'm gonna give it to him. Twitch, I believe, has sorted itself out. Not before it killed literally 3/4 of my viewers, but that's okay. Yeah, she's not a fighter. She isn't a fighter, which is the issue. Dayon is a fighter and also very strong, but I don't think Dayon's able to get past the electricity. I truly believe that Giles can get past the electricity to a degree. I don't think Dayon can. It has to be Shiki, right? It has to be Shiki. It has to be Shiki. I'm gonna let y'all duke this out. I'm gonna grab some. I'm pretty sure it's Musashi. Musashi's killed some pretty serious shit in her time. But Ibuki... Ibuki, as she appears in Chaldea, is kind of in a potential... like a potential man. Because we've seen that she has some really, really amazing untapped shit. Those aren't on the level of Ibuki. I mean, she sealed Chaos, an interstellar Lovecraftian-esque deity that was about to enter the world. She was able to cut through the void and seal it away. She does also have the MC buff. I think I'm gonna go Ibuki. Like, hey, your model is chewing too? Yeah, thank you. I'm gonna go Ibuki. I'm gonna go Musashi with this one. I truly believe Musashi can beat Charlie. It'd be a good fight. Actually, this might be a tie. I think this is a solid tie. These two are like pretty much, I'd say, on the same level. I think a tie is very fair for this. They're both fucking cracked. A tie? Why? Okay. Musashi is able to cut things that theoretically don't exist, and Charlie has access to so much insane weaponry. It's unbelievable. Between the two of them, it's I don't see one of them able to kill the other without them dying in the process. I'm giving that a tie. Ooh! King Arthur or King Arthur Japan, my favorite. I'm pretty sure it's Saber. I'm pretty sure it's Saber. I love Takeru, one of my favorite Fate characters, period. It has to be Artoria. And in that same vein, I think normal Arthur kind of pulls it off as well. Yeah. Doesn't Artoria have a blessing from Vivian that protects her from the water? It can protect her from the water, but maybe not getting hit by that Japanese Excalibur. I think Takeru can probably take Altera. It's how deep does the Kusanagi lore go? I guess is the question. I think Takeru can take her. I mean, I could always just let my bias override this and just say, yes, Takeru can take her. You know what? I'm going to do that. In a fight, right? Yes. This one is... Altera versus Dioscuri. Okay, here's the funny thing about... Here's the funny thing about Takeru. I like the. I think it's very funny that part of the community has decided that Takeru is male, and part of the community has decided that Takeru is female. When I think of Takeru, I imagine that what is in their pants is the flat Barbie nothingness. That'd be a very Nazi thing to do. The Ascori are faster, but if they get hit once by the Sword of Mars, I think they die. I think that's the issue. Is can they avoid her for that long? Boy, girl, doesn't matter. Iori still bottoms. I think that she just has more. She just overpowers them. I kind of. Can they outrun Balmung? How long can they outrun Balmung? That is the question. They really made Siegfried. Did Twitch die again? Really? Big ass laser? You make an excellent point. It's among their balls. Do we know that Takeru's sword is equivalent to Excalibur? Yes, we do. Not that it's a divine... I don't know if it's a divine construct, but I know that it is considered, in Fate, the Japanese equivalent of Excalibur. I'm like 95% sure on that.
In mysterious ways.
I lean more towards Dioscuri. It is Rama. Who's the strongest Saber? Outside of this being 100% an opinion and different people and different for everyone, the answer is Charlie because he's just so cool. He's so cool. I'm gonna go there. I think Dioscuri don't beat. Oh, baby. This is a canon fight. And in the canon fight, Barghest lost. But that was a canon fight where there were two other... I clicked the twins over... Oh, hold up. Yeah, I think the twins beat... I think the twins beat Gawain. Okay, let's have a discussion about that really quick. Is the twins' capabilities of getting through any defense, does that apply to the guy who cannot be injured in the sun? Thought you did it for the funny. No, I truly think Dioscuri can get through them. I do believe that Dioscuri is able to get through Gawain. I think that they're also probably able to last through the day. And they're fast enough to make sure he can't get away. Are we considering the fact that Fate seems to be wishy-washy on how important Divinity is as a skill or no? If it is relevant to the fight at hand, then yes. So, like, if somebody, like, I don't know. If it's somebody who has an anti-divine noble phantasm and they're up against the Dioscuri, for instance, yes, that is important to keep in mind. So I think Barghest loses in Lost Belt 6 because there's multiple Knights of the Round Table there. I'm trying to think, can she get past the mentality of knowing she has to fight the round? Yeah, we're working with lore. I mean, we draw from skills to a degree, but skills usually reflect lore to a certain amount. Barghest herself claims that she couldn't win against the real Gawain. Here's the thing, though. She says that. But she's also a super Gawain fanboy. You know what I mean? It's one of those things, I don't know how much I trust her on this. Right, Barghest beat Tristan, and Tristan, I believe, canonically, Tristan is as strong as Lancelot, and Lancelot beats Gawain. But the problem is that she likes Gawain. Yeah, could she? Yeah, I guess that's the thing. Could she win? I think she could win. Would she win? She has a lower rank on the Sunburst, but the thing with Barghest in particular is she has the ability to consume your abilities. She strips you of your various buffs to empower herself. That's the Storm King thing that she has going on. I'm gonna say Barghest. Okay, here we go. I'm glad I picked Barghest because now we get a fight about this shit.
Strongest Saber is as powerful because he has to carry that big thing around all the time.
I think Roland wins. Okay, so here's the... I think Roland wins. And that's because his invincibility doesn't go away. Gawain's does. Roland is nerfed by clothes and Gawain has to carry his fat chest around. British blonde gorilla versus French blonde gorilla. I like that you censored both of those. Is Roland naked in this fight? Every time he gets hit, a piece of clothing comes off and he gets more powerful. I'm leaning more towards it being Roland. Weirdly enough, I think that this goes to Benny because it's just a bad matchup. Not because Gawain is particularly evil, but because she can force you into an area without sun. I guess that's the thing with her, is that she can force you into an area where there is no sun. So he loses his invincibility. Benny's the better cook, that too. I've seen this one before. And I'm pretty sure in this one, Gawain gets got. Gawain gets fucked up in this fight. But that's moon cell bullshit, and we've already decided we're not counting moon cell bullshit. So this is the person who can absorb 1,000,000 hits versus the person who can absorb 1,000,000 hits, but only when there's light. Yeah, Gawain's having a great time in this fight.
I need to sleep. But could Ardaria beat Hajime?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Her boobs cast a shadow that blocks his view of the sun is crazy. I think it goes to Lip, yeah. I don't think Karna Lily beats him. Very specifically Saber Karna. I don't think Saber Karna beats him.
Power is starting the chest. Gawain wins.
Gawain was able to suplex her in CCC, but it almost killed him. And then, yeah, he wins, and then... Okay, Mordred... Mordred. I would like to watch this fight. I'm leaning more towards Karna. I think it goes to Karna. I feel like Mordred beats Suna. Mordred doesn't hit any of his extra shit.
The start making out because both have reasons to make out with the other.
Yeah, he is one of the 4 Heavenly Kings. Okay. Could Kentoki beat Mordred? That's okay. Could Kentoki beat Mordred? I'm asking myself that question, and the answer is yes. Suna can go toe-to-toe with Kentoki and even win. It's going to go to Suna. Mordred versus Medusa. How much would it matter if Mordred ain't a demon and has a better destructive NP? I think Suna I think he just has it. Kentoki and Mordred would be bestie. Oh, 100%. No, you're absolutely right. I think this goes to Mordred. How broken is Imperial Privilege? How broken is Imperial Privilege in this particular fight? I think we eke that out for her. Medusa does have an army of dogs, but she can also just get stuck in the infinite theater realm, get sent to the back rooms by Nero, and then forced to fight her. I'm pretty sure Diarmid takes this. He's no stranger to fighting monsters. Can Medusa summon a boar? You know what?
Last minute joined the GOAT stream. Just got home from work.
Yeah, how's it going?
How is stream going, GOAT man?
Oh, we're going great. I've offended everybody in the Fate fandom, and I couldn't be happier about it. Does Dusa fall for the love spot? I don't think so. the bad matchup aspect would be if she could summon a demonic boar, because then he has a disadvantage. I think he wins more times than not. In that same vein, I think Medusa is able to beat Suzuka. Suzuka's really strong.
Same GOAT man, I had an opinion once and the same thing happened.
I'm gonna say no. I think Medusa takes that one. Theseus or Suzuka? Where has Sigurd been? I fucked up Sigurd. So we're gonna rate Sigurd at the end of this. I made a mistake when ranking Sigurd, but he's pretty high on the list. We'll go through at the end, and I'll put where he actually is. That's my fault. That's 100% my fault. Is he that strong? I mean, he killed Asterios. He killed Asterios in the early part of his career, and then he went on to do a bunch of other shit. He was pretty. I believe he was pretty instrumental in the Centaurimachia as well, with ending that shit, which was also, I mean, fighting a centaur is no small... I'm gonna go Theseus. I don't think Gareth takes this. I love Gareth. I think that's a Suzuka. See, there he is. He should be higher. I think that you win this. I think Okito wins. It's so difficult because Gareth canonically is really fucking strong. The problem is that this is her not in her main class. She can beat Caesar though. Astolfo can also beat Caesar. Tomoe can beat Caesar. I need someone who knows history better than me to tell me if Caesar fought against war elephants and won. I think that he did fight against war elephants. I think it was kind of a pretty good back and forth. See, this is kind of a really interesting fight because it's a fight between generals more so than like straight up warriors. Yeah, this isn't Caesar's primary class. Maybe Rider Caesar could give him a run for the money. Oh no, Hannibal is famous for using war elephants, but war elephants had been used in ancient Rome and the surrounding areas for like centuries. I think, yeah, who's gonna hit him with the beam attack first, Caesar or Hajime? That's the question. I think Hajime takes it. Could Satanta beat Caesar? Yes. Kurohime, I don't think could beat Caesar. Landling, I think, could probably beat Kurohime. Maeve could beat Kurohime. Alright, we're at the bottom of the barrel, fellas. This is a one-on-one duel. It's like they're in a small town that I generated, and they have to fight each other. Yeah, lizard on snake violence, reptile fights. They make out. Liz would. I think Liz ekes that out. Weirdly enough, despite how good I think Giles can be, I think Kurohime is more likely to win this one just through the use of like magic that this dude has never seen before. It's going to start raining swords, and I think that's going to freak him out. Because here's the thing. If you pull some shit like that and tell him, it's like, and just say you're the devil, then you can scare Giles away. I'm going to go with Kurohime. This is another interesting one. Who's better at being a general in warfare? It was Giles. Well, the fucked up thing with Giles is that Giles is really bad at one-on-one. He's a siege commander. He's not a he's not really built for the one-on-one fights. Wait, I'm waiting. Giles would lose it over a Gene face. Giles would lose it over a Gene. Wait. Oh my god, you're so right. Now, is that enough to eke him out of it, to eke her out of victory? Could he pull that off? He would come over to fawn over her, and she would put a gun in his face and blow his head off. Yep. Giles or Hokusai? I think Hokusai. I think Jason. I think Giles. I think... Yep. Alright. Daeon? Yeah, Daeon. Keisuke. Alright, here we go. Hiding the rat. Ladies and gentlemen, here is our list. So, the strongest Saber, decided by us, is Shiki. I think anyone worth their salt who knows Fate would agree with this. That Shiki's probably... I mean, somebody said it earlier that she didn't have the feats to back it up, but I will agree. She's potential woman, but I'm gonna bank it on potential. And even if she's not number one, I think Ibuki, Musashi and Charlie... Oh, Musashi, Charlie, and Richard are all tied for third, which I think is also completely fair. Now, let's really quick take a look. Where would we put Sigurd? Could Sigurd beat Shiki? No. Ibuki? No. Musashi? Musashi, Charlie, or Richard? No. I don't think so. Could Sigurd beat Artoria? Richard over Artoria? I would probably put Richard in Artoria closer to like a tie, maybe Artoria over Richard. The thing is that this is if I like this website, it's not perfect for sorting these things out like this, because if you hit tie like I did, one of our first fights was Charlie versus Richard, right? And to me, that's a 50-50 on that. But then because of that, it took Richard out of the running and said like, nope, okay. Okay. Could Sigurd beat Takeru? I think Sigurd Sigurd might be able to beat Takeru. I think Sigurd might be able to beat Takeru, so I would bump him up there.
I need to know, where's Theseus?
Sigurd's stronger than Richard until we see more of the lion form. I don't necessarily agree, but I think that there needs to be more to be seen, but my predictions are that Richard is going to be fucking insane. I think Sigurd may be able to beat Takeru. If nothing else, I think he can definitely beat Altera. Or you just put him on the Siegfried tier because they're functionally the same person. Yeah, he's in this ballpark right here. So, again, my apologies. I boofed that. I'm being asked where Theseus is. Theseus is ranked number 32. Our weakest candidate was Artoria Pendragon Lily, which I think is fair because she is completely inexperienced. Followed by Keisuke, Daeon, then Frankenstein, then Jill DeRay, then Jason. Here, I'll do a nice little scroll down for the people at home. Yeah, I think that's a good list. If nothing else, I think our upper echelons here, which I would say most people is what they're going to come to this video and like look for, I think that those are fine, right? Yeah, the issue with the Sabers in particular is that the Sabers are very broken. All of them, for the most part, are very broken. So, yeah, I would say this is a good list. Fellas, I am like an hour overtime, and I got work in the morning. But hey, thanks for hanging out. To all of you here, tomorrow, we're going to continue Pokemon ZA. So, if you're interested in that, come pop on by. We will be doing the Archers for this, not next Wednesday, but next Tuesday. So 6 days from now. We're going to do this every week until we get through everybody. So, God help us all. But yeah, if you're enjoying the YouTube streams, and you're not subbed, hey, sub. Come hang out. We'd love to have you here. Share with your friends. Let them know Goatman live on YouTube now as well. Other than that, yeah, I think that's good. Peace out, fellas. Hope you have a great rest of your day, night, afternoon, wherever you are.